Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Ready to Love, the season reunion finale. Okay, this is part 2 of the reunion or whatever. This. I don't know if this is season 3, season 4. I don't know. Okay, what I do know is a new season is back this fall, and guess who will be back this fall too? That would be me. Okay, but anyway, first things first, if you have not done so already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Okay, become a whole JayBird. Dun 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 dun. Make sure to like the video. Okay, all up and through, either on your way in or on your way out. Like the video. Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Be respectful. Okay, but let me know what you think about the show. Okay, about the show and whatnot. Okay, do not forget to relax, relate, release, to center yourself and everyone around you. Always inhale and exhale to make sure that you stay calm, cool, and collected and stuff like that. Okay, follow me. Follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner on IG and Twitter. Y'all know like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, okay? But yes, I am here. Okay, I have been procrastinating for the past 25 minutes. It's 10:20 to do this review. I'm sorry. Okay, I just girl, mind stay focused. But first things first, we have an interview coming up tomorrow. Well, y'all may get this on Sunday morning. I don't know. But on Sunday, okay, at 6:30 p.m., okay, on Bondi Blue channel, the Ladies First panel will be interviewing Tressa from Ready to Love. Okay, so again, that is on Bondi Blue channel this Sunday, which is probably today when y'all get this. At 6:30 p.m. That's 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, and you can not forget on Monday on Niecy's channel, we will have Alexis also from Ready to Love. Some things been going on, honey. They've been fussing or whatever. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Between talking to Tressa and Alexis, we can find out what's going on in these Ready to Love streets. Okay, and then on Thursday, our regular panel, okay, is back. And this week it'll be on Jamie's channel, on Jamie That's Me's channel this Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, this Thursday, Jamie That's Me channel is our regular panel, and y'all know we have a good time. Okay, we got interviews, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow and Monday. The panel on Thursday, we doing things all up and through. Okay, we got new graphics. Okay, new thumbnails. Okay, new intros. Okay, new waiting room music. All kind of newness coming around here. Okay, but on to JLeesCorner. Where's the Love Reunion review? Okay, so we see the episode starts off back with Kyra, AJ, and Alexis. Okay, we know they was both dating him at the same time after the show, and he asked Tommy asked AJ, who do you want to date between the two ladies? Not Alexis. No, I'm sorry, no, not. But yeah, not Alexis. I don't want her. What's too rude? But she said, whatever. We both made that decision already. So he said he want Kyra. I like Kyra. I want to date Kyra. But Kyra wanted herself. Okay, so I don't know what to do. But Kyra, who do you want to date, Kyra? Who do you want? Well, you know what I'm saying? I am no longer interested in dating in dating AJ because you know seeing my heart has taken too many hits dating him. You know saying I was like, girl, okay, fine. You want to be single. I really feel like she came on the show just to make it to the end. I think it was. Did you think it was Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat. I have to win and fight. I don't know, but anyway, she good on him. He on bush. She gonna beat herself. Fine. Okay. Anyway, so we got on Troy and his creep. Troy is a creep. Okay. Now see here, he don't look as creepy as he is in life, but this shows you can't judge a book by its cover. Okay. Because right here, seeing him in the world, I said, oh, he looks nice right here. I love his little haircut. I love his glasses. I like his suits. He looks nice. Okay. Good all up and through and whatnot. Okay. But I feel like, Troy is creep, and we don't like it. We don't want it, okay? Not at all. And not at all. I be getting texts, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta focus on things and whatnot. But I'm like, that's my focus too. So again, double team. But Troy brings up how the reason he seems so creepy and the reason he feel like he, maybe have been coming on too strong with the little kisses. Okay, with the kisses on everybody, and then also offering everybody a trip around the world. Okay, you want to go on a trip? On vacation? You want to go with me today? Maybe. No, Troy. No, Troy. Bye, Troy. Get out, Troy. Okay. But again, his thing was I had a short window of time to, connect with people, and that may be the reason why I came off too aggressively hard, like a creepy stalker. Okay, but he was also like a bit of a liar, but fine. So Amber kind of calls him out. Like, when you would say that you had that little signature move, a little kiss on the cheek, little kiss right here, whatever, that's creepy. And he said, when I meet people in real life or whatever, I greet them by, a little peck on the cheek. And I'm like, to me, that's not a big deal because you do me. Oh, hey. And that's it. So I'm like, that's cool. But he did call it a signature move. Well, then maybe in real life, Troy, you should not call it a signature move. Call it a hello gesture. He said, you know what, you're right. Okay. But either way it go, Troy was creepy. Everyone knew it or whatever. And he said in life, he going to remember to watch how he moved because it could be cameras, whatever. Troy, I feel like he didn't learn much of nothing. But again, I think he looks cute right here. A cute, creepy cute, because I know he's creepy, but again, cute. I think you're cute nonetheless. Okay. Now we then get on to Jason and Kyra. Jason brings up the reason he changed his mind with being with and dating her was because she told him that she was not going to make a decision until decision day, like to the last moment. And that was the conversation they had at the ranch. And so he said at that point, he did have a great connection with Kyra. However, okay, he also was making a great connection with Liz. Okay, so he just made his choice. Um, Her thing, I was being vulnerable, okay, with you, whatever, and I feel like, what I'm saying, me being vulnerable with you, that's not a safe space for me because I told you this and I told you that or whatever, and you still left me alone to be by myself or whatever. And I'm saying, I feel like once all the guys picked me, you changed your mind or whatever, and that is what made you get with Liz because you would tell me that if I did not make a decision, then you would leave me alone and then you would be with Liz. He's like, that's not true. I didn't say that because Kyra kept making it seem. Kyra to me for the whole time kept trying to make it seem as if the only reason Jason moved on to Liz was because she would not for sure pick him. And I feel like so at the end of the day, you didn't pick Jason. He didn't pick you. He picked Liz. So what's your point? I don't fully believe that Jason was kind of using Liz as bait to get Kyra. To me, that just don't make no sense. I'm like, who, girl, I'm leave that be. But again, her point was, I had not made a decision just yet or whatever, but you had made one and did not tell me, okay? And I feel like that was on bullshit. So for him, I had feelings for both Liz. So I was also torn between the two. And I feel like for her to keep making it seem as if you picked Liz, you made a decision, but you never told me. I'm like, but he did. Because when AJ sent you home or tried to send you home, that was his way of letting you know he had picked Liz. Because he asked you that same weekend, have you made a choice? You kept saying you didn't. So he made a decision. Granted, could he have told her I'm a pick Liz? He could have said that. He could have, but he didn't have to because his point was it wasn't like we were dating. You know what I'm saying? You hadn't made a decision. I made mine. You found out, regardless of whatever, you found out I picked Liz, even though it was not directly from me, but you found out. Okay, you then came back to be with AJ and still did that, girl. Kyra was just trying to strategically be on the show to get to the end. You can't tell me different, okay? But I'm going to leave that be. But when he told her, you are calculating, okay, you are a good speaker, you are smart, you're very intelligent. However, when it comes to your emotions and how you feel, there's no communication. To me, that meant you out here playing games about other things. But when you have to feel things, you shut off because you calculate. Okay, but I'm like, yes. Anyway, They not together no more. He with Liz. She single. Fine, fine, fine. I like how when they went on break, Liz and Jason was talking, and she said, I like how you were speaking facts. Okay, you were, giving good points or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was also happy that Kyra was able to speak her piece because going forward, it should not be an issue. Meaning Kyra should not come back saying shit else about you and her at all. Okay, not at the y'all. Period. Point and the blank. Okay, we then get on Joel and Venetia. Okay, and I'm like, Lord Jesus, these two, um, ooh, they over, girl. They are the space between them on the couch. I'm like, why they so far from each other? Like it's a full arm's length. Okay, I still don't like what he's wearing. I don't like her dress either. Because even sitting here, it looked like it looked too. It don't look cute. It doesn't. When you have to keep your legs that close and put your hand there. That outfit wasn't made to be on the show. You should have wore. It should have been longer. Okay, your ass is almost out. It's a cute design, and just had it been longer, it would have been amazing. She would look great, but it's too freaking short. Okay, her hair looks great, makeup looks great, the top of the dress looks great. But again, to me, it's just too short, based on her having to be sitting up there with her leg. You know what I'm saying? You got me some of that. I'm gonna leave that be. So she brings up that 2 weeks after the season wraps, he changed. Okay, he just thought he completely changed or whatever. So they are no longer together. Okay, I was like, well, damn. She brings up how he played it. No, he downplayed their relationship on many occasions. It made it seem like they was not. No, it made it seem like they would move too fast. Okay, when she felt like she was moving on his pace too. But he made it seem as if she was rushing things, and she's like, I didn't get that either. And also how he just hurt her. Now she brings about how during filming they would leave set every day together. They would wake up and go to bed on the phone together. How they was always with each other, even when she would have confessional scenes to film or whatever. He would come and wait for her while she filmed her interviews and whatnot. Okay, and not only that, she said we stopped. No, he stopped being intimate with me. I said, you was fucking Joelle? Girl, he got the coochie and she got the dick. I was like, oh, y'all was banging. Banging, girl. Now he brings up how the issue was he's a very friendly person. Okay, I'm friendly. I don't have anybody numbers except maybe two people or whatever. It was Andrea and Ida. I guess he said it was. He brings up how but he was still trying to have friendships with everyone on the show, whatever. But Venetia felt like he was messing with Stacy. Okay, and I was like, what the fuck happened? Now, Venetia then said how Joel was so focused on being friendly with everybody that he stopped being or focusing on their relationship, whatever, including him hanging out too much with Stacy. Okay, too much. She brought up how he was always hanging out with Stacey and Chrysanthemum. Okay, freaking frack of it all. Okay, and that word on the current was when Stacey asked him, was he dating? He told Stacey he was single, and I was like, oh, okay. So he brings up how I'm not dating Stacey. It's not true, whatever. But all of us have been hanging out, going to watch parties during the season. So again, all the cast was hanging out here and there doing things. And I was like, someone's lying. Okay. Anyway, Stacy asked, oh, no, he said Stacy asked him, how are things going with your girlfriend, Venetia, whatever. He said, my response was, I don't have a girlfriend, but me and Venetia are taking our time. And I was like, oh, so Venetia then say, no. Was it Venetia? Yeah, Venetia then say for her, she asked Joel, what they sent other people, was he sent other people? He said no, I don't have any desire to date anybody except you. So for her, she felt like I'm his girlfriend because he ain't date nobody else but me. So him saying to Stacy he don't have a girlfriend and he's taking things over Venetia meant he was downplaying who they were, what they were, and how they're moving. I agree with Venetia. Now, is she too mad too quick? Yes. I feel like Joelle played her, and she has a valid reason to be pissed, but I also feel like, fuck Joelle. But again, it was fucking. So if we rocking together the whole season, and then, right after the season finishes rapping, you then be different or whatever. You on bullshit, not pissed off or whatever. But again, Joelle seemed like he on bullshit now. So I feel bad for her, but I don't want her to be so mad. Okay. I want her to be like, fuck you, move on and whatnot, okay. But she also brings up how she was also hearing things from other cast members about what he was saying behind her back. And she ain't like it or whatever. Okay. So Stacey, I am not dating Joelle, but that explains why you were like mean or maybe nasty towards me or whatever. And then Venetia, who was a little bit bossy, okay, in her response, like, well, I don't like how you would be overstepping your boundaries with him because at one point I saw you put your hand on his chest and like do this or whatever. You did like this on and you did like this and I like it. And both Stacy and Joelle, like I don't remember that. So Venetia getting more and more pissed the whole time because she feels as if people are playing. It's acting like she's going crazy and she's imagining shit. Like, and I'm not. I know what happened. I know what was said. So y'all on bullshit. So Joelle then brings up how he backed up from Venetia, like backed off from her, whatever, because he felt like she kept trying to dictate how he would move in life. Okay, she wants to tell me what I should do, when I should do it, how I should do it, who, what, when, where, why, and how of things. He don't like that or whatever. He brings up two examples. She wanted to start spending the night at his house, and he did not want that, and she got mad. And I'm like, I agree with Joelle. Y'all should not be spending the night that soon. He has kids, so I do think if he feel like y'all in a couple and he don't want you to spend the night, that makes sense. I agree with that. However, Joelle, you can't be fucking her and make her feel like she a woman and she ain't. So you put her in a position to feel comfortable enough to want to tonight because y'all been fucking. As she said, because she said y'all stopped being intimate after the show wraps. Meaning while the show was airing and being filmed, y'all was real good. Okay, real good. Which to me is the reason as to why in the confessionals she seemed so happy giddy. Because in the moments she was living happy giddy moments with Joelle. Okay, so I'm like, he full of shit. Anyway, he then brings up how at one point in time Amber messaged him because his mother-in-law passed away. And so Amber messaged him like, my condolences to that. And if you need me, call me. Like, whatever you need or whatever. Even if it's something as simple as like go out to get some food or whatnot. Okay. But still offering him, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Because if people pass away, you don't want to be alone from nothing. You want some food, we can come hang out. He say Amber also mentioned that Venetia said that she would have been upset had they went out. Venetia's like, what? I said that, Amber. She's like, yes, you did, Venetia. You know what I'm saying? You told me that had we been out, had we went out alone, it would have made you upset. And when I said it's just because his mother-in-law died, like I'm not trying to get with him. And she said, well, I still would have been upset had that happened. So again, people were telling him things and he would get pissed. And her point was people would talk to him and say things to him. He would then internalize them and then treat her a different kind of way because of that. And I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ. So Tommy said, well, is it communication issues? Like, we know it's issue between y'all. He would say, I just think, that's how she would feel or whatever. And then he said, I do care for her. But I just, backed up from her too. No, we backed up from each other because our last conversation ended on bad terms. They had a phone argument or whatever. He then said, I'm not going to do this or whatever. And then they hung up and they stopped talking. He then asked her a question, like, did you tell somebody that you was going to slap them if you saw them in my face again? She was like, see, I am 40 years old. I'm not about to be fighting over no man. Which I feel like is a lie. I do feel like if she was in love with that man or whatever, and someone was on some bullshit, I do feel like she might fight. It may not be a knockdown, drag out fight, but it'll be something or whatever, okay? And she then bring up how, he take what people say and he run with it like he did, instead of talking to me, which makes me feel like she said that. She said out her own mouth, I want to smack somebody, we don't know who it was, if she see them in his face. I feel like she said it But her point was, I said it, but I didn't really mean it that way. Had you came and talked to me, I could have explained what I meant by saying that. Because she never said, no, I didn't say it. Just, I would not be out here really fighting. Which means, but you said it. But again, as she said, he hears shit and run with it. So y'all, girl, Tommy like, well, can we save this? Because I really thought y'all would be like the ones to make it like a real for real. Because they didn't have any issues all season. None. And it's crazy that once the season wraps, they both are now saying the other one changed fully. He say she changed. She say he changed or whatever. She said she would have loved to have fixed it. She would have loved to have been with him or whatever. However, she not about to chase no man or whatever. She don't have to chase and beg no dude to be with her. And Joelle say like, I don't think I want to make it work. I'm like, really? But again, at this point, he moving real fucked up this to me. Okay, she has every right to be pissed. Period. Because how he's even talking right now, the things he's called her out on is things he could have talked to her about and it could have been smoothed over. But no, he is internalizing shit and flipping out. Girl, Joelle, you are not ready to love. Okay, at all. We thinking on David and Liz. First, like the video. Okay, take a moment, like the video. Like it. Have you liked it? I don't think you liked it. Make sure to like it as I'm sitting up and deleting stuff so I can get off my screen. So, like it, like it, like it. Okay. Anyway, David and Liz. Boom. Tommy calls him out for being dead ass wrong for how he talked to Liz, how he did not allow Liz to talk when she was trying to eliminate him. Because again, Liz was the one who invited him out. So you have to allow that person to talk to you about whatever it was. And David was like, I just felt like, let me see what it is. David had all the wrong excuses for himself. I feel like David had a mental break that's still going on because a part of me feels like he's up here bullshitting and he don't want to admit he's full of shit. However, I like the time he said, I agree with Liz, that David left the show to avoid being sent home. So he basically quit a job for getting fired. David brings up how Liz had told me about, there was a guy in her life or whatever who will always come and go, and I did not want to be that person to her. And I'm like, the fuck? And Liz said, yes, I shared that with many of you. That was my, that was my testimony. However, what the fuck to call the tea in China? So it didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, what does that mean? You don't want to come and go? Well, then, girl, they was like, I just wanted to, leave. He, to me, was making up shit. I can't even remember all the shit he made up. He brings up how Liz was lying on him when she said that he brought up her, when she said he asked her in front of his friends if she kissed Jason again. He said, that's a lie, that did not happen. He said, I did tell them that she kissed him initially, but I did not ask her if she kissed him again. I'm looking like, Dave, I think you're lying. Because it's you. Because if you didn't, why would you not say that before today? Like all of a sudden that didn't happen. Okay, fine. Because when she brought it up to you with her friend there, you never said, I didn't say that. No, I didn't do that. That's not what happened. So they be full of shit. Anyway, he then brings up how I feel like Liz was moving faster than me. Okay, and so I also don't like that she called me telling me she heard from somebody else that I did not pick her at one point in the elimination, and I'm too old to, do he say, she say shit. So I sent myself home. And I was like, the fuck? Anyway, full of shit. And Tommy then said, okay, that's fine. If you felt that way, fine. However, that usually goes through me. If someone wants to go home, they come and talk to me. The way you did it was fucked up. It was flawed. Okay, period. Okay, it wasn't fair that you had sent home Andrea and also Stacy, and they had you sit in that shit and be adults about it or whatever and deal with it. But you then knew it was your turn to be sent home, and you left like a little bitch. I added a little bitch part, but you left like a child. I add that part too. You left because you couldn't take it, is what Tommy said or whatever. You couldn't take it. And I'm like, he couldn't. And the fact that David then sat there, he gave a fake ass, weird ass, apology. I'm sorry for how I act. I am, you know what I'm saying? But Okay, you know what I'm saying? If me leaving, if me sending myself home, helped her find love, and that's fine. I'm like, that's not an apology. You pussyfooted all around shit. And I was like, I don't like David, not the least bit or whatever. His suit is nice. His suit is nice, but I don't like him, not the all. Okay? He then gets up to give her a hug after giving the fake ass apology. You could tell she want to hug him because she really wanted to get up. But she gave him a little church hug or whatever. When he tried to kiss her on the cheek, and she was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Sit down, son. David. Sit down, David. Sit down." Tommy cracked a joke and said, "Yep, that was a church hug." It was, and I like that when Jason came and sat down beside her. She's like, "Give me a kiss," and then they kissed. I was like, "Yeah, David full of shit. David is tick tick boom." To me, David is worse than Troy and AJ and Ron. It would go to me. Would go David, Ron, AJ, Troy. The reason I'm gonna put Troy last because we didn't see much besides Troy trying to date everybody. Okay, everybody. But I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, we then get on the one couple. The couple I feel like won the competition, in my opinion, only because we did not see them coming. Yet they looked and seemed the happiest with each other. And I went to Liz's page and also Jason's page, and you see them like together. Since the show is airs. Where I feel like even though Amber and Chris are a couple, I'm surprised that neither one of them have any photos of them. Well, at least they did not have any as of the end of last week after that reunion. But I'm like, it's weird to me that they have photos on their pages of them doing other stuff, but not of them together. So I feel like they're not a couple. They dating, but they're not a couple. And I think that Jason and Liz are an actual couple. Okay. Anyway, they just spoke highly of each other. They both bring up how, she said, I love that he pursued me. You know what I'm saying? That he cared about me or whatever. And he accepted me. And he brought up how he loved the fact that she allowed herself to be open to being pursued. Because women before didn't. Honey, Kyra's face, did I get Kyra's face? Kyra was up there looking like, ooh, that's some BS. I can't believe they ain't talking about me. And I was like, girl, it ain't about you. Here you go. But a part of me feel like she felt slighted because again, I think she wanted to win, and her point of winning would have been picking who she wanted, even if they did not end up together in the long term. But I think she wanted just to win with Jason, even if that wasn't real. But she was looking so, honey. Are y'all happy? Oh, she allowed you to pursue her, and others did not. Oh, she happy. She just looked salty. I'm gonna tell you this. We reached out to Kyra to come on a panel, and she at first said yeah, and she then stopped responding to um messages to book a date. So a part of me do feel like did she watch our reviews and say fuck y'all? But again, I'm like, girl. Anyway, so back to Liz and Jason. They bring up how they are intimate, but they don't have sex. Meaning that, they talk, they hug, they kiss, you know what I'm saying? They do those things. But again, they both brought up how the boundary that Liz has and her standards, he understands that or whatever. So he don't even allow things to go past what he knows she don't want. So that way he don't put himself in a predicament to, you know what I'm saying, want to go too far and get, sad about it. So I think that's great. To me, it's a thing to where he wanted someone quick. He would have quickly got with Kyra and fucked her. Cool. But I think with Liz, he found that I want more than just her body. I want her. And if me waiting for her body gets me her, I can do that. Okay, she's worthy of me pursuing in that manner. And I do think that's why Kyra feels so salty, because he would have banged her. Okay, tits all out everything. But again, he picks Liz. Okay, now they both bring up how they have met each other's families or whatever, how they have grown even closer since filming or whatever. They are in an exclusive, committed relationship together. And I also feel like they like, okay, we ain't married now, don't do that just yet. But again, they are, because he said he's like, it's not easy. However, it's worth the work it is to make this work. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. Okay. And she brings up how she feels safe with him, and the qualities of him reminds her of her dad. So they real cute. Okay. So the final two couples as we see is Amber and Chris, who are happily dating. And to me, again, I do not think they're in a committed, relationship, but I do think they're, good. And then Liz and Jason. Okay, so at least we got two couples, to the end of the show. And it was great. Okay. Have y'all liked the video? Have y'all subscribed it? Are y'all following me on social media at J_Lees_Corner? Do not forget on tomorrow. Well, no, today, because y'all gonna probably get it on Sunday. But on Sunday at 6:30 p.m., we'll have an interview with Tressa. On Monday, we are interviewing with Alexis Fly. And again, Sundays on Bondi Channel, Mondays on Lisa Channel, and then on Thursday, our regular panel will be on JayBirds channel. Yes. Okay. So again, thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. Peace out.